be deceived to think that the devil is weak and powerless. Even the Bible presents and affirms that the devil is a powerful, persistent, and cunning opponent of the believer. But the greatest limitation of the believer is not the strength of the devil. On the contrary, it is the ignorance of the believer and also the fear he has for the devil. That is his biggest problem. In the same way, God has a plan for your life. The devil has a plan for your life too. The Bible makes that clear in John 10 verse 10, that the plan of the devil is to kill you, steal from you, and destroy you. Whereas God's plan is that you will have fullness of life. While the plans of God are for your good, the devil wants to destroy you completely. But that is not a reason for you to fear. Because whatever the plan of the devil, your arch enemy, it has failed. As Christians, we have a serious adversary in the devil, Satan. It is a fact we must never ignore. The Bible likens him to a roaring lion, constantly in the prowl, seeking for whom he can tear apart with his crafty wickedness. He is always active, always planning, and thinking up new evil ways to entrap more and more people with his lies. He does not stop to rest. Satan plans and executes. His master plan is to drive you to full panic mode, as many times as it would take for you to take your eyes off the goal and drop out of the heavenly race. Never forget that the devil will stop at nothing until he steals your joy and wipes off the smile from your face. He is eager to extinguish the light in your eyes and stiffen the spring in your step. He wants you to be sad and perpetually so. He aims to kill your hope, ambition, and self-esteem. Satan knows how important it is for every Christian to hold fast to his belief and maintain his faith. It is for this very reason that he will stop at nothing to make a person give it all up. He sows the seed of doubt in the mind so he can have an opening to do havoc. More than anything, the devil wants to destroy your relationship with God. That father-sonship relationship and privilege is something he lost a long time ago in his quest to attain all power. For anyone to be enjoying it, while it is no longer open to him, is a source of pain to him and a shameful reminder of everything he lost. This explains the reason behind all of his frantic efforts towards them. Satan is very cunning because he is particularly devoted and desirous to trip every believer he can. He tries it doggedly with all kinds of tricks. Don't feel exempted from his wiles because you're a pastor or deacon, or because you're a tongue-speaking, demon-chasing sister or brother. In fact, the more committed you are to your God and his work, the more committed Satan is to seeing you fall by the roadside. He can use anything as a means to bring you down. Your friends and family, your boss, the government of the day, a stranger, and even the desires of your own heart. When you see things turn upside down mysteriously and despair threatens to swallow you whole, recognize Satan at work. When you meet closed doors at every turn, recognize his crafty mind. When people around you start acting a particular way, don't be ignorant of the devices of the devil. Granted, the devil is a powerful enemy. He would like us to believe him and even cower before his power. After all, he is the self-acclaimed prince of this world. This, to put it mildly, is the biggest scam of all times. On the flip side, all power belongs to Jesus. The devil only has some counterfeit power. But all power and authority in heaven and on earth belongs to Jesus. It is a great pity that so many believers are living in bondage and oppression, unaware of this truth. The truth remains that Satan loses power over anyone the moment they confess Jesus as their Lord and Savior. He loses control over the person immediately God steps into the picture. He does not even stand a chance. The good news is that the love of God for man is far more greater than anything Satan can come up with. A lot more. Once you belong to the kingdom, how your life turns out becomes God's responsibility to plan and oversee. At that moment, the plan of the devil for your life has failed. It failed ever since Jesus resurrected, victorious over sin and the grave. Satan is fighting a lost battle, and no matter what it does, the scores have been settled on the cross. He knows this. It is time for you to know that too, because knowledge is power, and this is the time for your liberation. Enough with the tears and crying yourself to sleep every night. Enough with months of work but no profit. Enough with the deadly dance of death with sin and temptation. Enough with the questions. The plan of the devil for your life has failed. The God who is with you is greater and more powerful than the devil who is planning against you and trying to stop you. The God who made the world and all that is in it is more powerful than the devil and all that he represents. The devil will never stop trying to stop you every step of the way in your journey through this life. He doesn't only stop after making one failed attempt. By now, you should have realized that persistence defines the devil. He will keep coming back for you. He will not be laid off so easily. The devil is going to hit you with storms. But you know what? God is always out to calm the nerves of the stormy seas. The God you serve is a God that is far mightier than all the plans and devices of the devil in your life. When you have God with you and for you, the devil's plan over you has failed.